everybody, it is travel day and we are currently at the airport. I'm here with my husband who prefers not to be put on camera, so I don't know how much of this day I am going to be recording, but we had a little bit of an issue when we got here. A couple, both of them, well, one of them really wasn't mine, but one was. So when I had booked the dog to come home with me, somehow it had gotten booked to go with me. So we had to wait a few minutes to have that taken off of my ticket. And then when we went up through TSA, my husband's birth date was wrong. So we had to go back down and redo that and then come back up. But the TSA agent was really good. There was no lineup. We literally walked right through both times. So we had no issues going in or out. So now we are loading. Let me just check the time. We're loading in about a half an hour. So we got here early enough that it didn't make much difference. There was no lineup, so we got right through. So I will see you again when we are on the plane and getting ready to take off. Okay, we're just waiting to take off. They're going to de-ice the plane, so we're waiting for that. And we're sitting in the emergency exit aisle, so we have a pretty good seat. Lots of leg room, but the seat doesn't recline. And I was hoping I could be able to see them de-icing, but we're not in a good spot. So anyway, we'll see you when we take off. So they just came around with service, and we had a choice of different soft drinks. I got a ginger ale with no ice, and we could also pick between pretzels or Biscoff cookies, and I picked Biscoff cookies. So they said that the flight was going to be an hour and 40 minutes from wheels up to wheels down, and we have approximately about an hour and 15 minutes. We've probably been in the air for about a half an hour. So this is what we have for our snack, and then we will be in Washington in no time. So I'm currently sitting in the bathroom. I just came back here just to do a little checkup with you. It is a little noisy in here, but my husband's sitting right beside me, and he really doesn't want to be on the video camera. And I'm still getting used to looking at the camera instead of at the screen. So I'm sorry if I keep looking down. Not used to that yet. But we have, probably about a half an hour left of our flight, which is going really well. We had a little turbulence going up. And we have about a 2-hour layover in Washington. So we're gonna go and grab a bite to eat. We haven't eaten since probably, I think 9:30 my time, and when we get there it's going to be about 3:30. So grab a bite to eat, find our gate, and wait for our next flight. Okay, we've made it to the DC airport. We're going to just stop, quick washroom break, and then go find something to eat. Stopped at Five Guys and got something to eat, and this is our view. So it's pretty good. We just seen a plane take off. We'll sit here for a little while until probably it's close to us to get on our plane. Well, we're currently sitting at the gate, but there is no plane. They just made an announcement stating that our plane is delayed, that is coming in, that will be taking us to Orlando. The board says, and the official, like online, says we're supposed to be boarding now, but we have no plane. So I guess we're just going to sit here and wait for the plane to arrive so that we can get on and head to Orlando. Our flight is about a half hour delayed, but we are now moving. Okay, so we've made it to the Orlando airport. Dan has just run to the bathroom. We were a half hour late leaving, but we landed on time. We were supposed to land at 8 o'clock, and we did. I'm tired. I look worse for the wear. And we're going to go pick up our baggage, and we are going to go and get a lift. I have a little story about Lyft that I'll tell you about. I had originally booked a Lyft about a week ago to pick us up, scheduled one, and I just canceled it when we were in DC because they had charged me 4 times for the ride, and we hadn't even taken it yet. So I canceled it, and the credit card put all the money back on probably about 15 minutes after I canceled. So I will never pre-book a Lyft again because the fact that they charged me like 4 times for the ride. But I want to show you the tree. So we just got off the plane, and I'm going to show you their tree they got up here. It's really nice. So here's their tree that is in the MCO. I don't know what terminal we're at, but here's their tree. So this is the next day, and I thought I would do a hotel room tour. The reason we didn't do it when we got in is because it was about 9:30. Excuse me. It was dark, it was late, and we decided to just kind of meet up with my brother-in-law and his wife and go to bed. So we're staying at the Howard Johnson's, so I'm going to give you a quick room tour. We're staying in room 231, so let's go in. Just remember that we did sleep in this room last night, so it's not as pristine as it would have been if I would have did it last night. So that's just my bag. We have a king size room. The bed was very comfortable last night. I went to sleep, laid down on that, and was out. The bed was extremely comfortable. This room has a lot of space in it. There's a huge amount of space beside the bed on this side and on the other side. So much room. This is actually the same size room as they have for the double. My brother-in-law and his wife have a double room, like with 2 beds in it. And this room they're the exact same size. So with this only having 1 king bed, we have so much more room. Now right here, when you walk in, is a desk with a chair. I have, my dog bag on it. That's the gift for Mary. Has a very tiny fridge. Not a lot's going to fit in that fridge. I actually have a bottle of pop and some oranges in there that I bought today. Then a safe above that and a microwave. And then there is a little coffee station here and an ice box on the top. Beside that is where you hang your clothes. The one thing I dislike about this room is there's not a lot of storage at all. You just have these two drawers, lots of space to put your luggage under here, but no place to unpack. And when I'm at a place for longer than, 2 nights, I like to unpack, and we're here for 5. So I can unpack. I'm living out of suitcases. My sister and my mother always lived out of suitcases, but I prefer to unpack, and there's just not room here for that. So our coats are hanging up here. Underneath here is just a bag that I have to give back to my sister-in-law that she let me use today. And that is a bottle of our maple syrup that I brought. There is one of our small luggages. And as you've seen before, over here is our big suitcase and my husband's small one. Then we walk in here and the bathroom is separated. So we have a sink, hair dryer, straightener section here. Well, that's my straightener. Their hair dryer. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm hitting the wrong switches. Actually, the area where you get ready is quite large. It only has one sink, but it is a huge and deep sink. So that's really quite nice. And then you have lots of room to lay out stuff. As you can see, I've got makeup and hair stuff here for when I was getting ready this morning. Then I'm going to turn the blower back on. I'll show you the bathroom. Whoops, I got to turn on the right light. Sorry about that. So this is the bathroom. When you turn the light on, the fan automatically comes on. The bathroom is really quite small. It's not very big, but it's big enough for a shower. It has a tub. The tub is actually quite deep. It's not very long, but it's deep. And the shower head is actually really quite good. I had a shower this morning. It's a shower curtain instead of a door, but that's okay. And then, of course, my shampoo and conditioner. They do have shampoo and conditioner in one that they provide, but I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. And they do have a little thing of body wash here that we could have used, but I'm not a huge fan of their products like that. So sorry I didn't do this video last night when we got in, but that was travel day. That is our room tour. And tomorrow, which is actually today, we are going shopping and going to Disney Springs. So you will see that video next week. So I'm going to leave you here. I'll see you next week. Do everything in love. And Happy New Year's.